Hey, lovely people. I just wanted to reflect a little bit, in all my infinite wisdom in my 45 years on this earth. I just wanted to share some things that I wish that I had done differently in my youth or that I've learnt better of now. And I just wanted to share those with you. So a little indulgence, if you will, while I do a little reminiscing. And the first thing I wanted to talk about was sunscreen. As a kid, as a product of the 80s, I can remember vividly a number of times going to the pool, spending hours and hours and hours there during the day and applying sunscreen maybe only once and going home looking like a red lobster and being in pain for a few days. And I really wish now that I had done a better job of looking after my skin as a kid and not getting so many sunburns. Kids are pretty well educated these days about, wearing sunscreen even under your makeup. There's some great products out now that you can put on and then put your sun makeup on over the top of your foundation or your powder, and it doesn't interfere at all with your look. So I really wish I'd done that a little better. But also on the flip of that is that we've become so well educated about protecting our skin in the Australian sun, is that we've gone so far in the other direction that there's lots of people around who are vitamin D deficient. And when I turned 40, I went and had bloods done. And that exact issue came up, is that I'd become so self-conscious about wearing a broad brim hat, long sleeves, wearing sunscreen, that I'd gone so far in the other direction that I was borderline vitamin D deficient and had to rethink again what I was doing to make sure I got a little bit of sun on my legs, just to make sure I got my vitamin D in. The second one I wanted to touch on was about beauty trends that come and go. There were plenty that came through around fruit acid peels, do-it-yourself home care peels. That one was a bit scary. I never did that, thank God. There's always something new coming to market, something a little gimmicky, but something to try and grab your attention and get you to buy products from skincare companies from around the world. In the old days, as I said, the old days, 80s, 90s, it was the big players, the Lancoms and the Revlons and the Estee Lauders and the likes. But everybody's skin is different and everybody's skin biome is different. I got caught into the Boots trend, that Boots No. 2 serum. I happened to be heading to the UK. So I bought like 4 big bottles of it and brought it back with me. And to be honest, I didn't even finish them because I started using it and I was like, there was a lot of hype around it being this marvellous product, and actually it was okay, but it wasn't great for my skin. So I never actually finished using those bottles and they went to waste. And so, glomming onto one of these trends and trying it, if it works for you, that's fantastic. But just go slow and, find things that work for you. We're all different. We're all unique. We eat different foods. We're exposed to different environments. We have different, like as I said, skin biome. So when you find something that really works for you, stick with it. Don't feel that you need to put it aside because something else has come along that's the next best thing. Because you may find that doesn't work for you in the long term. And then you go back to your old favourite. So I really wish I'd done that better in my youth and not got caught up in some of the hype that was around. Another one that I know I've probably spent way too much money on is going and getting facials from clinics that I didn't necessarily know too much about. So either someone gave me a voucher or I drove past them one day and thought, oh, they look really interesting, I'll go and get something done there. Quite often, unless it's something really clinical, like a microdermabrasion or a hydrodermabrasion or something like that, where you need specialist tools and specialist training, doing the basics at home is really all your skin needs to be healthy and glowing and to shine beautifully. So, getting that basic routine right, you may find that you really don't need those other treatments. Unless you just love the pampering process of having someone else touching your skin, and then, you do you. But going back to the basics of, keeping your skin clean, taking your makeup off when you get home, no matter how tired or under the weather you are, exfoliating gently, only a couple of times a week, don't have to do it every day and rub your skin bare, having a good moisturiser, having that basic routine right. And then on top of that, eating well, keeping yourself hydrated. These are just the fundamentals that if you get them right and do them consistently, that you'll find your skin will be better for it. And speaking of those routines, brings me to something else that I wish I'd learnt earlier, using toners. In the 90s, doing the cleanse tone routine was a really big thing. I actually found toners really dried and tightened my skin and were bad news. And I persisted with it for a while because I was like, no, this is what they're all saying. This is how the skin routine's supposed to be. If you've got dry skin, toners might not be the right product for you. Just doing a gentle cleanse and then a moisturize might be all you need. And it took me a little while to cotton on to that being what I needed to do. So yeah, they're kind of some things that I thought I'd share. And I noticed on TikTok and the likes, the trends that are coming through thick and fast. And I just wanted to say to you, have a look, investigate. Some of the stuff that's being touted as the new latest trend, actually it's old school stuff that's been around for a while and has been tried and tested and fantastic. Try it out, see if it works for your skin. If it doesn't, put it to one side and go back to the routine that works for you. We're all unique. We all have our own special little ways. And once you find what works for you, I think that's one of the best things you could do is be consistent and stick with it. So if you'd like more information about essential oils, natural skincare and the likes, as usual, you can check out more on barebotanicals.com.au.